Bro, it's not a bad fucking team, though. But the Seahawks suck, bro. And the Dolphins are the best team. I thought that Mikey was going to end up at my house. There was some straight up Bush League stuff going on in that game. Alabal slapped Sabina.
Hi, and welcome to DD Live. Gentlemen, we are back. It was too many weeks, and the best show is here. And the best men to present to you the data that is Done Deal Sports are here. I will introduce you with the meta. The best flag football player Miami has met, 305's very own, representing Cuba and an international champion. Wide receiver one, as donned by the commissioner, Edgar Piquiguerra, and our reigning Done Deal MVP, my right-hand man, Jose Perraguerra. How you feeling, Jose?
Feeling good, bro.
You look like a smooth criminal today, man. You look like you're here to do some damage.
I'm ready.
You're here to do damage?
Damage.
All right, let's get into it, gentlemen. Because week one was a whole lot of damage. Because the only thing beautiful about week one was that beautiful campus. That drive, I was exhausted by the time I got to the third roundabout and the fifth security guard. But my God, those were the best fields we've ever played on.
There's some nice peacocks, bro.
Oh, some nice peacocks?
Yeah.
I didn't see the peacocks.
Power real, bro. They were all over the place.
Maybe one of our own threw rocks at them, and killed them, and they were gone because I didn't see no peacocks by the time I was there.
I think we're playing on the real football field week 2. I don't know if that's just a rumor.
I think Joanne told us it was like week 3 or week 4. I think it's later on in the season. We're playing in the main stadium in the front. Save us a little bit of gas, and for some of us, electricity on our cars. That's phenomenal news. But week 1, gentlemen, it was a disaster for some teams. You could look at just the predictions from what Done Deal gives us, our own predictions. We were all over the place. So, what did you guys take away? Because there was a lot of screaming, there was a lot of fighting, there was trades ongoing before game 1 had already ended. Perra, you seem like there's a lot on your mind.
Bro, there's a lot of bad fucking teams out there, bro. A lot of teams suck, bro. Suck.
I don't know if a lot of teams suck. I think everybody's just really average. Every team's really average. Nobody's really standing out. Some of the teams we thought that were going to be good are bad, and some of the teams we thought were bad are good. And it's just because of that, like, really average. There's nothing out there that's crazy. I don't think it's that everybody sucks, though.
Packers suck.
There are some graveyards.
No, and that's the thing, that we have already some graveyards.
Yeah.
Yep. There's at least 3 graveyards already. I'm
going to tell you a couple of scores, and you guys tell me what'd you take from it. First one that I want to give you guys, Bengals Seahawks 3-2.
Bro, I was watching that game. I was front row watching that game, bro. That was a good game. But the Seahawks suck, bro. 0-3 with that roster. And they want to come out here, oh, no, this guy can't catch a ball. No, you guys suck, bro. You guys suck. 0-3 after I picked you guys to go 3-0. You guys suck. You lose to Peña. What is that, bro?
Like, it was just an emotional game. It was the Angels in the outfield.
Mind you, the Bengals followed that performance. They beat the Seahawks. They beat the Seahawks 3-2. And they followed that scintillating performance. 3-0 loss to the Falcons, 4-0 loss to the Ravens. And the Seahawks lost to that. So if we try to play you beat them, so then they'll beat you?
Nah.
Wow.
They suck, bro.
That's bad. Have the Seahawks made any trades? It's been like, a month and a half since week 1?
They've definitely tried. I'll say that. They've definitely tried. I know they've been in discussions in a few trades. So just so you guys know, Seahawks, you ain't safe. Nobody's safe on that team.
I don't even know why I sponsored that team. I think I cursed them.
Nah, it's early. It's early in the season, man. And like you said, month breaks, 2-month breaks. Imagine how people are fucking shaking in their boots when nobody's trading with them. Let that panic meter fill as high as you can let it fill, and then come in and attack when everybody's at their worst.
We know that Perra's indirectly in the captain's chat. He may very well be in it. But, Piki, you're in the captain's chat. So what's the mood? Is it a somber mood? Are people calm? Are people confident? What's going on?
No,
Because I see the chat.
average.
The chat is going left, it's going right, it's talking about this, talking about that. There's no done deal talk. There's no rivalries. It's
average Joe.
It's very vanilla. It's very vanilla.
I love it. I think that's what makes done deal done deal. The more vanilla we can be, the better, because that means things are how DD's supposed to be. The tier 6s are bumping and thumping. The tier 5s are being X factors. Quarterbacks are getting stuck because they just don't have that guy. I'm enjoying the season. I think I think that vanilla is what we needed, and it's a bit refreshing, in my opinion.
I think the biggest difference between week 1 and week 2, or even going forward, but especially between that long ass break that we had between week 1 and week 2, is to show what teams got together and put in some time together. Because, bro, that break it was rough. That was a long break. And, there's a lot of tournaments going on, a lot of people traveling. So whatever teams made the effort and made time to get together and work on timing or work on defense or offense, whatever they, I think those are the teams that are going to look better week 2. And I think those are the teams that will, look better down the line. But I didn't hear any of that going on.
No. There was a lot of talk of that there's going to be a practice, there's going to be this. There's too many things in between. There was trips. There was half the league was either in Mexico or in Orlando. Which by the way,
teams, which was a waste of time, but sorry.
What a jerk.
What'd you say? I didn't even hear you. I think it cut out when you said it.
No, he could say it again.
Andrew heard me. You can tell I said.
You could own it. I'm not gonna repeat it. You could own it. You could say it if you want. I'm not gonna say it myself. You can say it if you want.
There was also Hurricanes game, which turned out to be a waste of time, but whatever.
He had to go there.
Hurricanes suck.
Hurricanes
do suck right now. So that's why he's wearing his Hooters and Dolphins shirt.
Yeah, I don't. I already give them enough money. I could not bear to be memed for the rest of the week. I rather remind everyone that the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC right now. Point blank.
3-1 come Thursday night or what?
Huh?
What?
I have a fridge full of beer because I thought that Mikey was gonna end up at my house at some point during the FFWCT weekend, which was not the case. And so I came back with 40 beers. Mikey was there. There would have been beers.
You guys still talk and hang out and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah. No, he's still trying to actively trade me. I thought it was going to be traded today. I got called today by captain if I would consent to trade, and then I talked to Cheeky, and then it's just just Mikey just being Mikey. Mikey holds a summit, and I haven't been in the Cardinals chat for over 2.5 weeks. Mikey holds a daily summit in the chat on the trade offers that he receives for me. So he opens up the morning by saying good morning to everyone on the team and saying, all right, these are the offers that we have for Angel. Which one are we going to take? And then it gets, so it's, I got added back to the chat. So I think that I'm not getting traded this week. I think I should be a lock for a $10 done duel steal on your ticket. And I should be able to ball out this week, and I might get shipped next week. I don't know. Which is the next thing that I want to bring up. It's bang bang. So we go from week 2 to week 3. So that's sort of where my question is. Where's the knee-jerk reaction going to be at? When should we see the trades? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Or do they hold out another week and then make the trades on the following week? Because this is going to be crazy. There's going to be no practice in between if you pull a trade off.
I think the longer you wait, the better play you're going to get. And I'll explain to you why. Records. Guys who think they should have a better record are dreamers, and they think, I just need that one guy, and it happens to be that maybe one of their guys missing. And then you kind of run into that, Ham for Ricky Guerrero. How does that go down? Well, because we were undefeated at the time, and the other guys were fighting for playoffs. So I think the longer you hold out, you could get a higher value guy. But you got to have a good record to be able to have that leverage later on in the season. So
wait. Are you saying that you should have not traded Ham for Ricky?
No. The
I
value
mean,
was
hindsight, everything's 2020, bro. I trade him 10 out of 10 times for that guy.
the value was there.
Honestly, he's a way better player. He's just a way better player. It's nothing against Ham whatsoever. It's just, bro, that guy's been playing forever. There's levels, and I don't know. He balled out. Whatever. That's another season. We're here now, baby. I'm a Dolphin.
Yeah, I just think people are gonna freak out because of that short turnaround time between week 2 and week 3. You know, you can have, I mean, look, you can have another G trade, a G generated trade from Gerson, taking control of the Bengals again. But I could see a couple of trades from like graveyards. Maybe the Seahawks go another 1 and 2. Like at this point, you gotta make a trade. The Packers, same thing. If they go 1 and 2 or worse, they're gonna be 1 and 5. So they gotta make a trade because at that point, I get it. Wait it out. But it's like, listen, you played 6 games, something's not working. Give yourself at least, try to make a trade now. Try to give yourself at least 1 week with that new player or with those new couple of players to see if it works out. Because if it doesn't, at least you have a chance to turn around and see if you can make another trade. But if you wait to trade up until the deadline and you're 0-9 or you're 2-7 or something like that, now you're stuck. You got to try to make a trade now and see if you can turn around. And if not, make another trade.
Okay. Now, still on the subject of week 1, who are your surprises as top performers?
Niners.
Yeah. So
and you called it, Pedra, you called it because we did the Dundle ticket and I convinced you to go Tronky because we had the information that Lulu was going to play, they were going to go 5 hard. Lulu was going to be center. And we went Tronky because of that. But I remember clearly in the conversation where you said, yo, this league is made for Derek. And I think Derek is the steal here. And boy, did he ball out. And he should be 3-0 because that like he was inches away from a Hail Mary being caught. And I know that game there was 1 or 2.
They didn't go 3-0.
No, they went 2-1. They tied. He had a last second Hail Mary to try to win the game, and it fiddled in the end zone. But that game they could have very well won it. But they're on top. They're on top with 7 points. They got a PD of 3. So they're behind the Ravens, which yours truly called as being that I said that they were the team to beat.
Now,
I think Niners are showing the speed kills.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one thing with the Ravens, which is I was going to say that was the one thing that was disappointing about the 49ers week, was the fact that the 49ers tied the Ravens while the Ravens were going 5 hard. So the Ravens were able to go 5 hard all week because Gabe wasn't here. So that means they had their best 5 on the field the whole time.
Right.
So they're 2-0-1. Looks good, and at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to. But I got to see it again in week 2 because week 1 they did what they were supposed to. You have your best 5 players on the field. You got Pat the whole time, Pablo, Brandon,
Devin,
Kevin.
listen.
You got to put in the work.
But look. And this is where we talk about Devin because when I came into the league, I think at the same season as Devin, if not maybe a season after Devin. Same season, right? But Devin already had the history of squad and everyone knowing who Devin was. And there was always that knock on Devin. And it was just one bad season after another. He had that season with Peaky, gets traded to the Steelers. That whole thing unfolds. Then season after season. But if we've looked at the past couple tournaments and the past couple seasons, Devin is in the very thick of it as a quarterback. Then we look at FFWCT, man goes out there and wins a ring in 5. Now he's in the Ravens. He's in first spot. He's had success in the last couple seasons as a quarterback. I think he's starting to understand how this game works. He's surrounded by players that he knows, And these are very good football players and very damn good DD players. Because when you have players like Pablo, you got players like Kevin on that team, like these are not the guys that you build the team around, but those are the pieces that is the final piece to get you that star, in my opinion.
I think for Devin, the biggest thing, he does have, his squad boys, with Pat and Kevin Nunez. But the fact that Pat, let's call it what it is, he lucked out because that's what happens in the draft. And they were able to get Devin at 50 or whatever it was, like kind of something like how AJ did last season. With
a whole tier too late. A whole tier too late.
Pick. Like, bro, like they were able to get Brandon, who's a sleeper and is a good little player that, can be molded to do pretty much whatever you want for, in a team.
That's also because a lot of these captains wanted to ignore Brandon Arias' skill trait. Because I've told several captains, hey, everyone's sleeping on Brandon. Move him up a couple spots, take him. Nobody did. So you can't get upset now that the kid gets picked up and then he's balling.
Now it's too late.
Now it's too late. I don't see why the Ravens would even make a move. I think this team is good enough to see it through all the way to the playoffs.
I think if there's anyone they got to move, it's just Kevin. Whether it's later on or not. If he's not getting production, high value guy.
Yeah, if you could get a ransom for someone, yes, you make the move. But these are one of those teams where, like, good job, Cap.
You don't have to.
You did a damn good job drafting.
It's a good team. Like I said, I don't think this is a better team than what Devin had last season. I think last season's Lions, to me, was arguably I don't want to say the best team ever built in DD, but it was pretty freaking damn good. Just Devin didn't know how to use some of those pieces, in my opinion. Because I told him
he has a familiarity with the squad players.
So with that being said, that the familiarity and the chemistry he already has established with this team, it's gonna go a long way. That's why I think he has a better chance to win it all this season.
Okay. Any other surprises? So we said the 49ers.
Bro, my bold prediction.
Ravens. You guys are saying the Ravens are going to suck ass. And then the Ravens ended up doing good. So I'm going to put that as a surprise because even though I was right, the rest of the panel was not.
My bold prediction, I had the Seahawks going 3-0. They went the complete opposite.
That's
garbage. 0-3.
That's a surprise. That's a surprise. Look at these teams at the bottom. We got Seahawks and Packers, and we were talking highly about these teams. Heck, we had the Packers beating the Niners in game of the week. They couldn't even win a damn game the whole week one. Seahawks 0-3. Bengals, we knew that was a graveyard. Raiders, in my opinion, underperformed. 1-2. There's too much talent on that team.
They had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
It's just that team's gonna be feast or famine, bro.
Feast or famine. I like it. Feast or famine. That's a team that
Seahawks. I think Seahawks just came out the wrong game plan, and I bet money this weekend you'll see way less handoffs, and you're just gonna see Mark running routes and just going one-on-one with guys. I mean, you've seen all the highlights in the chat from over the weekend in Orlando. That's it, bro. Leave it alone. Make him go run his routes.
Yeah, it's not hard.
And play.
And it's not for lack of preparation. And it's not for lack of preparation because Brian's on that team. Brian tells me, Mark, by Tuesday, he's giving you your assignment. He's telling you what you're going to do all 3 games, who you're facing, what the matchup's going to be. So it's not for lack of preparation. It's what you said.
That's just wrong game plan.
And I think there's just too much. PD is too smart of a football player to follow up a dud with a dud. Come on, guys. I sponsored you for a damn reason. Win some games. In the South, Patriots, well, we expected them to be there. Did we not? Jets, we did not expect to be there.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get to see any of the games, but we did like that roster top to bottom. Like we said, like you can say about pretty much any team that has, one of us slower quarterbacks, it's all on the quarterback and the offense. Because if the quarterback comes out hot and the offense is going, it is what it is. I didn't get to see him play, so I don't know. I think, Beaky, you played them, no? So you have a better...
I played them. It's what I thought was going to happen was Anthony Aleman was missing. I've had that kid in the last tournament and in the last season. I know how good of a player that kid is to your team and how he helps out all the tiers around him by being that X factor. They never got to see him, and they traded before they could. I think they're going to regret not keeping their original roster. Not that Johan's not going to be able to make things happen, and Georgie will be gone by next week.
100%. No way, John's keeping Georgie being gone week 5.
Too much value, bro. He's such a good player. You could get so much from him. Like, you could sit back and just watch the offers pour in. But I think, they didn't give it enough time. Johan probably needed a little bit of time to get used to his receivers, and they lost. So they made their move.
I'm not going to talk about the Jets, man. The Johan Jets, because there's some Bush League stuff going on in the game, the Cardinals and the Jets. So there was some straight up Bush League stuff going on in that game. They're all huddled. They're all huddled behind the end zone. Everyone's like turning around except Johan in the center saying, "Oh, we're going to call timeout. We're going to call timeout." So all my team as knuckleheads get off the field. And then Johan is underneath the center trying to snap the ball. His players realize what they're trying to do. They're running up to the field to line up. One of their guys lines up. I'm saying, yo, there's motion. There's forward motion. You can't call that. I know I got no team, but that's at least a penalty. No, it was, and it's just, man, that was, we had at least 4 stoppages that game. I don't know who to blame. If it was the referees or just, it
was that one of the games that the Bengals were referee?
What team was Alabao on? Because Alabao slapped Sabina.
Oh man, yeah, that was a bad that team. Besides Alabao, that's just a good luck team. That's the Falcons. Al, Josh, Monkey.
No. Alabao and Sabina like had it out there, and I'm like, oh my god, wow, I'm gonna have to get into a fight for Mikey. Wow, wow, after this guy's trying to trade me, like I have to get in there and get hit by Lázaro. Like I didn't want to do it. I was like, should I not?
Who would ever want to fight Alabao, bro?
No, Alabao was gonna kill Mikey. Like se lo quería comer entero.
Bro, I'll fight Alabao, bro. He ain't all that.
I don't know, man. Oye, ese chamaco cuando se... I'm saying, I'm not gonna curse.
I got my money on Alabao.
I'm not gonna curse on the show. I got my money on Alabao, 100%. Mikey's not a fighter; he's a lover. All right. So, any other busts that we have, because Lions.
Bro, Lions were
I wouldn't say bust.
They need you, Perra.
Perra.
You in a boot is better than anything AJ's gonna trade for or get.
Yeah, I'm ready to go, bro. I got the clearance from the doc already. I can put all 100% weight on my Achilles. We ready to go, bro.
Hey, it's not like you move. All you do is that little hip movement.
AJ's good.
AJ's good.
He's a Floridian in the middle of a Category 5 hurricane. It looks bad outside, but he just is drinking a beer and he's chilling. I'm telling you, he's one player away.
No, he's not a beer guy. I think he's a rum runner kind of guy.
His defense is great, bro. His defense is great.
That trade he just made, it was an upgrade.
Okay. So that's enough for surprises and busts. Now, if we were to say top teams, 1, 2, 3, regardless of conference, who's 3?
49ers.
Who's 2?
Ravens.
Who?
To me, it's the Ravens.
Who's 1?
The Dolphins is not even close.
So we don't even talk about the Vikings at all with Willie and Gary.
Not right now.
Bro, I have different ones, and it's controversial, but
let's go. I love controversy.
I got Niners. I got Niners 3.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Vikings right there sniffing it, because I don't know.
3B.
Vikings didn't have their last tier, so I need to see the full roster.
But Gary's that man.
I have us at 2. I have the Dolphins at 2. It's not because I don't think we have the potential of being the best team and getting a star this year, but I got the Ravens number 1. I got Ravens number 1. They got the IQ, but their weakness, where you could stab them in their chivalrous armor, is they're slow. They're very slow, and that's going to be where teams are going to be able to try to expose them. But right now, today, I have the Ravens number 1.
Okay, but at least we're serving the same picture where it's Ravens, Dolphins.
Yeah, and like you said, I think the Vikings are a very close 4th, but they did go 5 hard, and now they did make pretty drastic trade. So we got to see what they look like now.
I think now with the trade where Jerry is going to be in charge of the defense and Willie gets to play with the offense, it's going to be better. Gary goes to Andy, and that's going to be a problem.
Colts
that is
too.
going to be a problem.
Don't forget about David, bro. Don't ever forget about David.
Oh, no, we're not counting David out. David is in second place. He's chilling. I'm just saying the fact that Andy's 0-3, everyone's going to be quick to write off the Patriots. But there's going to be scenarios. You think that they can mount a comeback or they're done?
You better have a rusher. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry?
What'd you say, Biggie?
You better have a rusher when you're playing the Patriots.
Yeah. And if the Patriots decide to put Kevin to throw and you got to cover Andy and Gary?
No, that's what they're going to do. And then give a handoff to Andy, and then he has Gary running around down there somewhere.
Or what about if you have Andy and Gary out going for passes and Kevin throwing?
Oh, yeah. I like that better than the handoff, though. I like my chances better there.
There's a mismatch to be found. That's why for me, it's very difficult to discredit the Patriots. I think also the Jets, another team very hard to talk about. That's why I won't put the Jets and the Patriots in any conversation towards the bottom of the league. I think that Joan will get 1 or 2 wins this week, and he's going to trade that team.
The Jets are not going to look anything like this, so there's no point in discussing them right now.
Right. So for bottom 3 teams, I think I'm still not ready to put the Seahawks as a bottom 3 team. I think your bottom
put Bengals.
Bengals even after the trade.
I would say the Packers are the worst team to me. Bro.
Packers are the worst team.
They look bad, bro. They look really bad.
But then by rule of thumb, then if Packers are bad, Bengals are next, then it's either Chargers or Lions as your 3rd worst team.
No, it's definitely not.
That's what I'm telling you. It's average Joe's year, bro.
Right?
It's the average Joe's, bro. It's weird. It's you don't like it, but you don't dislike it.
It's very because every team you could sort of make the argument, well, like you have this, but you don't have that, and that's sort of. We have to see a couple more weeks.
There's a lot of great rosters out there. That I will say. There's a lot of great rosters. A lot of great rosters. And surprisingly, even though before the draft and whatnot, I thought there was plenty of quarterbacks to be had. Again, you don't want to, overreact because it's only 1 week. But the quarterback play definitely needs to be improved. Because there's some great freaking rosters out there. Great rosters. That just need the quarterback play to improve, and they'll be considerably better.
If you guys are one of those teams, call Perra. He'll help you. GM for hire. Now, GM for hire. Trades, rumors, speculation. We're going to have a quick turnaround from week 2 to week 3. I know Peaky's in the chat, and he's está con el chisme. But what do you think happens? You're not playing. You're biased, but you're not playing. What do you think happens?
I think the Seahawks make a major trade.
Okay.
I think the Seahawks. I think 3 of those players are not going to be Seahawks at the end by week 3.
Who stays?
The what?
Who stays?
That's the thing. I don't know.
One big guy has to leave. One big guy has to leave.
It's definitely Mark or Peter going. I know there was rumors, and I know there was definite talks of them leaving together, but it was pretty hard. That was never gonna go through. So I have to be a 3.
No, the only way that works is a 3-team trade,
and those always get complicated. So I think obviously one of those 2 guys go. I think Brian is definitely not gonna be a Seahawk by week 3. Book it. And I think the other person has to be
so good.
Has to be Nico.
It's not because he's one of my own, man, but I just
that kid's good, man.
That kid's a dog.
Trust me, on both sides of the ball.
That kid's a dog.
He's gotta use it the right way.
Right way, bro. Like, if that kid, if nobody let him land on Jerry's team at all. Like, don't let him land on Jerry's team. Because, bro, the way that Jerry was barking orders at him and kid was standing his own, man. He doesn't miss a flag. The speed that it's deceptively fast. He's arguably, in my opinion, and you'll put him to run against these most probably top 10, top 12 fastest in DD. Yes, believe it or not. Brian.
I was just scared of the number you were going to throw out.
No, I was going to say top 5. But top 10, top 12, Brian is one of the fastest in DD. That sense, like straightaway speed. He's one of the fastest. Don't get me wrong on that. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's talent there, but something's off.
Yeah. Look, that roster is great. The Packers roster is phenomenal. You know, that's what I'm saying, bro. Just
when does Georgie get shipped out with a Red Bull? When does Georgie get shipped out?
Oh, I think Georgie gets. I think
by game 2 Saturday.
I don't think he has.
Nah, man, the guy's missing week 5. I would hold him.
Yeah, I think he gets traded before the trade deadline, not after this week.
They're 1 and 2 or whatever. They're towards the bottom. Yeah. They're 9th place. Hold them.
Yeah,
he's easy to use. He's great on defense.
Wait, time out. By no stretch of the imagination can Joan lead a defense.
Yeah, he
right now.
Yeah,
so he needs Georgie. So if he's trading Georgie, he needs a gangster back.
Well, look, Georgie. He had Steady. Steady was running the defense for the Eagles. Week 1, he was playing corner. Joan was playing corner, covering. I forgot what tier 6 I saw, but he was covering the tier 6s. So Joan knows how to run a team. That's not going to be debated. But I think Georgie gets traded Friday, 7:58 before the 8 o'clock deadline for trade deadline. He's going to try to hold out and maximize for as much value as possible.
Okay. Any other speculation, rumors, riffs?
Like Peña's going to have to flee out of there, bro. He's going to have to jump out of the jungle, take off the Bengal Frosted Flakes costume, and he needs to go and jump into another bed. And he just needs to understand that, fuck, my friends tried telling me, and they didn't listen to anybody, and I did it again. Like, and go back to those people and be like, all right, I'm ready, I'm here. And then become the Messiah that DD means.
Yeah, he has to
I'll tell you this.
That'll light some fire in his ass.
This is hella advanced. I can say this. Georgie,
No, I end this Zoom recording. If Peña ends up with Joan.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say Georgie.
He could, bro. He could.
Ray. He could. 100% he could. I just don't think
getting away with it.
Bro, I don't know how. It's like you said, I don't know how he gets away with it. But I think I can definitely see Georgie, Suazo, and Ray for Brandon, Pablo, and Kevin to the Ravens. I'm telling you, bro, I can see that. And Pat saying, yeah, get my boy Georgie. Mm-hmm. I can see that happening. And I know that Joan, he loves Pablo.
And the precedent has already been set where, hey, if 2 people agree with it and they shook their hand, forget the rankings, bro.
Which I want to talk about that right now, bro.
Forget
DDPA,
the rankings, bro.
Well, we didn't talk about that, bro. We didn't talk about that. How two rookies, which as time unfolds and as we've learned the whole scenario.
Hey, you know what? Hey, talk. Tell me, Piggy. Talk.
Bro, like
get ready. Get ready, porque el huracán que viene, el Bayou que se va a formar aquí with the DDPA is coming week 2 to week 3. I'm telling you right now.
Look, this is what happened.
Look, bro, this is what happened. This is really what happened. Now, this is different than what I wrote in the chat because now it's time. Hindsight's 2020, but this is what I believe really happened. I believe these 2 new guys, Freddie Bobs and Sergio, like really for real believed that they had to trade people, and they still think they did the right thing. That's the effed up part of this whole scenario, is that they still look at themselves in the mirror when they're brushing their teeth and say, God, bro, it's good to be an Eagle. Like, we're going to come back. And they don't understand that every single person on their roster is now $150 in the hole. That's another bottle Sergio could buy with Josh at the club. But you can't get mad at the DDPA for not being the vigilante, the Batman at night for the people against Arkham's worst. Because these people chose, on top of everything, to do it. So 2 people agreed. 1 person was being traded, so that's 1 extra brain out of the voting room. And like, I think Ernie's just doing the, oh, bro, if 2 people are cool, I'm the people's people. And it's like, sometimes people don't know what they're doing, but in this case, they don't know what they're doing, but they want to do it. So you got to kind of let them get bit. But Eagles are done, and now John's back in the mix, and it's DD, baby.
I think you hit the nail on the head, man. The part where you got me, that like the knife just went right through is that they still think they're right.
They do, man. They do, and it's okay. It's like
we slayed the captain.
Like
we slayed the captain. We're winners. I am the captain now.
Yeah, exactly. So, whatever.
Wow.
Hey, good luck.
Okay. Well, after bidding you guys good luck and bailing out Joan again, that being said, games of the week were not fair to us in week one. I will tell you that Piki and Perra, they chose the same opponents, and they had 0 dubs, 3 losses, and a tie. And yours
Sorry,
truly,
Niners. I'm a fan.
Only did slightly better because he chose the Niners over the Giants. Whatever it's worth, Derek and Darren. Hey, Darren, can't wait to have you on this. 1-2-1. So we're going to try and do this a little bit better for week 2. So the game 1 that's on our slate, 8 a.m., bright and early, we have Edgar Piqui Guerra against the greatest quarterback of all time in Dundee, Mr. 3-star himself, David Elias.
Matt.
What do you got, Perra?
I got Piki 4-2.
You got Piki 4-2?
Yeah, Piki just knows how to get to David. And bro, good luck covering those twin towers. Okay. David has no size like usual.
And so all right, so we're gonna have Perra has 4-2 Fins. Piggy.
I think I take him 4-3. And it's not because there's any voodoo over him. It's the same way I can't beat Drew. Like there's just shit happens, bro.
4-3 Colts.
And he's due. And I get scared of that. But I'm gonna take myself 4-3. No.
Dolphins. 4-3 Fins. 4-3 Fins.
We know who you taking.
I'm taking 4-3 Colts, baby. David Cole for that ass.
I am really sore. Really sore.
David is coming for a vengeance. He couldn't trade for me, so he's upset. So he's coming for you. He's coming for you, Piggy.
I'm sore, so if I lose, it's because I'm sore.
Because you come on, man. Come on, man. No chamaco de Panama. Like had any business being in a football field with you. Like, come on, bro. Like cut the cap. Cut the cap. They should have been like this to you, Edgar, the whole entire time. So no me digas, you shouldn't be sore.
Fun.
That was light work.
It was a lot of fun.
That was Pilates for
bro,
you.
We averaged 40 points. Yeah,
I know. Pilates.
For 2 hours is
that was Pilates. That was Pilates for you. You didn't even break a sweat.
Oye, Gandhi. Giants, Ravens.
Yeah, this guy's already getting mad about talking about something that wasn't done deal. We don't want to talk about Joan at all. No success of Joan on this show. So we move on. Giants, Ravens, 8:45 a.m. Who do you got, Peaky?
I got Ravens. Bro. I got Ravens. Too hard of a roster for these guys. Like I got them going 4-1 here. 4-2 because it's DD.
All right, so you got Ravens 4-2. Who you got, Perra?
Hold on, I'm trying to see something real quick. Oh man. As much as I want to go Ravens, I'm gonna go Giants. And I'm gonna go Giants simply because of Forrest. They don't have anyone that can match up with Forrest. So I'm gonna go Giants for 3-2.
Full game?
I believe in Chris D. I believe in Forrest. But I'm gonna ride the hot hand. That is Devin Delator. He sponsored this show last season. He's coming off a chip. The man is slanging it. He's playing with someone else that was in that chip with him, playing with another guy that was in that chip with him. And he's also playing with a guy who's pretty pissed off that he lost in the same tournament. So I think for that very well reason, I go 4-3 ratings. That's what I'm gonna do on this one.
This one's interesting.
Now, the next one's interesting. Jets Colts.
This one is interesting, bro. I'm going Colts. I'm going Colts 4-3.
I'm going Colts 4-3.
Yeah, Colts 4-3.
So we all got Colts 4-3. Johan, start making trades. Your team's not good enough. David got you. Last game, Giants, 11:45. We know that's going to be like 1:30 against the Bucks. Giants.
Here, I'm going to go Giants. I'm going to go with the wisdom of Chris D as a captain against a relatively new roster to DD in the Bucks. And it's the first time the Bucks are going to have to play with the full roster. But that doesn't mean Lulu can just run circles around everybody at 11:45. But I'm going to go with Giants. I got Giants.
I'm going to go Giants as well.
I got 4-2 Giants.
Yeah, 4-2.
What do you got, Piggy?
4-3 Giants.
4-3 Giants. So you heard it here. Perra has the Fins. Peaky has the Fins. Angel has the Colts. Peaky has the Ravens. Perra has the Giants. Angel has the Ravens. We all picked the Colts to curb stomp Joan. Not curb stomp. 4-3. And then we all picked a unanimous Giants dub over the Buccaneers. So those are your games of the week. And we proceed to a new segment in this show that we debuted in week 1. And we will allow Perra to coach us right through it. And it's our Done Duel lineup. If you didn't follow our advice week 1, you were saved. You didn't lose any money. But this is the week you want to follow our ticket. So Perra, tell us here what your ticket should be.
Oh, man. So this week, you actually got a lot more options than it looks, at least in my opinion. You got a couple of the same players, in tier 3 and 4. There's really only 2-3 options to go to. So quarterback, I think we're going to go with Willie at $34. Yes, he loses Gary, but quarterback is where you got to spend your money. That's the number one place to spend your money. So the fact that he lost Gary is big, but it is a big upgrade going from a low-end tier 5 to Ralph. So I think, I think Willie will still be able to put up the points. And even if, I think he puts up points. So I think we're going to go with Willie at quarterback. Tier 1, until proven otherwise, Lulu is always going to be the money at tier 1. So, that's $38 right there. So that's total 72 so far. Tier 2, I got 2 players. You can go to me, like Diggy said, the safe bet is Gary at $30. Or you can go a sleeper with Alex Ross at $4.
No, Gary's not here this weekend.
No, he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's missing week 3, now week 2.
Oh, he's week 3. Okay. I mixed him up with Jerry. Jerry's missing this week. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna go Gary week 3 with Andy throwing to him, and he's gonna be on the field the whole time because Corona's missing this week. So he's gonna be
the one that's missing. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So they're gonna be here. They're gonna be there all week. Then we're gonna go with Carlos Lopez, in tier 3, $16. Kind of underperformed with the Lions week 1. He was on the field the whole time. So, that was just a circumstance of the whole team underperforming. But, now with Cheeky, with Mikey, with yourself, he's going to have that energy. He's going to feel a lot better about himself.
From red zone, he plays exceptionally well as a cornerback with Mikey. The way that Mikey plays the secondary, Carlos is able to excel, and that's gonna bring flags your way. It's gonna bring flag pulls your way. Carlos is an incredible center. He's going to be playing center for the Cardinals.
And I think he's just gonna get the looks. He's gonna get the looks with his people. So I think Carlos is the move there. Tier 4 is a little bit of a sleeper. I had 2 options as well. I had Alex G from the Dolphins. but due to the budget system, I actually went ahead and went with Clint. At $12, he's not known for producing big numbers, but Clint is now a tier 5 for the Lions. So I hope
Clint is solid. Clint is solid.
exactly. Defensively, he's gonna be there.
I played with Clint. Clint is solid. I was upset that we got.
And I think offensively, the fact that he's getting covered by tier 5 is like, bro, my opinion, if he's used correctly, good luck.
Yeah.
And then because we went really top heavy, I think a huge steal because of the fact he wasn't here week 1 is Gerson at $6 for tier 5. He's gonna be in the field a lot, and he's gonna have a lot of influence on that team. So I like Gerson, the value pick at $6. And then following Mikey's strategy of F the tier 6s. I don't know if F the tier 6 is the way to go, but in this week we're gonna go ahead and only take Tony at $4 just because that's what it had. That's all we had left over. So there's our lineup for Done Duel. We used up the $140 max with Willie at quarterback, $34. Lulu at $38 at tier 1. Gary at tier 2, $30. Little Carlos Lopez at tier 3 with $16. Clint, a sleeper at $12 in tier 4. Gerson, a tier 5 for $6. And tier 6 Tony from the Lions for $4.
Okay. And that is your Done Duel lineup. Moving on from our Done Duel, bold predictions. And Peaky, I want to start with you. Give me one bold prediction for week 2.
One bold prediction for week 2. I want to see the teams that went undefeated and say that they don't win a game, but I want to see who that potentially could be. Because I think there's a lot of teams that I don't want to say are frauds, but I kind of want to say they're frauds only because they didn't have all their players. And we all know how much of an advantage that is, especially when it's just 3 games in a day on a beautiful field with great weather.
It makes a difference. Makes a huge difference. Rotations play a big part, and that's probably the biggest part of DD, the fact that you have to play with those guys.
Yep.
Like, imagine now that the Vikings now have Jerry, so they don't have Gary anymore. And that's it. Davila's on the field with Simply and Raphael. So it's Norman and Jerry and Willie. They very easily can go 0-3.
Yeah, but no Jerry this week.
Jerry's
at Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, Jerry's not here?
Jerry's celebrating.
I'm gonna go with Vikings. I'm gonna go with Vikings. Blow it. They fold and they mess up their first place, and the trade is gonna be talked about for a very long time. And I hope not, but it's a bold prediction segment, and I think that's where my bold prediction is gonna come out of. I think Vikings are gonna go 0-3 or 1-2.
0-3 or 1-2. Okay, Perra, your bold prediction.
Bro, my bold prediction. It's tough because I'm looking at these teams, and it's very true what Piki said. It's very mediocre.
Bro, it's Norman, Raphael, Simply, and Davila.
No. Now this week is a whole different story. But I'm just talking about in terms of in general, all the teams. They're just. I'm gonna go honestly. Let me see their schedule real quick. Let me make sure their schedule, is in their favor. It's not. You know what? I'm gonna surprise.
You looking for the Bengals?
I'm gonna surprise people, and I'm probably gonna piss a few people off in the chat, and they're gonna want to talk shit, and all this stuff. But it is what it is. I'm gonna take the Falcons going 0-3. They're 2-1. Their 2-1 was very deceiving. They played the Bengals last game of the week. Brandon, Pena was barely even walking.
No, his hitches were 3-yard hitches.
No, and they were walking hitches. And it doesn't look like they got a tough schedule, but they're playing the Seahawks coming off an 0-3 week. They're gonna want to play hard. They're playing the Packers coming off an 0-3 week. They're gonna want to play hard. And then I see them at that point being 0-2 and then just folding to the Eagles, to the new look Eagles, and they go 0-3.
So you got Falcons.
Is JR back?
No, it's not JR. It's Monkey. Remember, it's Monkey.
Yeah, JR's out. It's
Okay,
monkey.
they just didn't update. No, because I saw his picture and they're pretty good with the app. So I was like, did this guy come back?
Yeah, no, I haven't
Yeah,
updated.
so monkey. Okay. Yeah, that team's good though, bro. It's a very
It's
out
good.
team. I just feel so bad for Julio, bro. Poor Julio, man. He deserves so much
it's
better.
a good team. It's just like you said, Al. Which Al do you get? You know, is he under the influence, all the stuff?
Nah, I was here to fucking play this.
No. Tampoco así,
Relax.
dog. Tampoco así, tampoco así. Because
Yeah.
Josh is playing very good. I didn't see him drunk last week.
That's who you have to see who comes. Not
And
Al.
Monkey as
It's
well,
what
'cause they
Josh
hang out
are you
together
going
a
to
lot.
Which
That's
Josh
why.
is going to show up? Which Josh is going to show up is going to be the question. Is he going to be the gunslinger or is he going to be like, todo tranquilo, you know? Which one is he going to
And
be?
with
Josh has
Monkey,
the best thumbnail picture.
there's two questions: is Monkey showing up, and then which car is he showing up in?
You think it's
Bro,
him
the
there,
guy-
and then
the
you
bug
notice,
hat also
no,
looks like Monkey.
he's in the back left.
Yeah, this is not Josh.
Oh, that.
And this is not Josh.
Wait, that's
This is
Monkey?
not Josh.
No, I'm
This is
saying
not-
it
this
looks
is
like
Josh.
him. It's not Monkey. It looks like him.
Yeah, it's not Monkey. That's not Monkey. Monkey doesn't have those tats.
And that's not Enzo, perra.
No. Hey, you know what? This is a great picture to do like a little face morph and put a bunch of like Falcons on there.
That is such a great one. And then whatever quarterback they beat could be the girl.
Yeah. Let's go.
Make that happen.
You can tell in the picture that they weren't very close because like the hand is like very on the edge. Like they're not that, they're not
Yeah.
that close. Well, my bold
Yeah.
prediction, gentlemen, is because the Cardinals are gonna go 3-0. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, that's bold.
Cardinals are
That's
going
bold.
3-0. You pull up our schedule. Look, you pull up our schedule, and that's Dubs City.
All right,
Everywhere.
let me tell you right now. You have Vikings, and I
Dub.
think you could beat the Vikings, bro.
Dub.
I just told you
Dub.
the people.
There isn't.
And that's nothing against Willie. It's just Willie has a
No.
really hard hand to deal.
It's nothing against Willie. I need every single tier 5 and
No,
tier
they don't
3.
play the Vikings.
Yeah, we
They
do.
play the Chargers.
No. We play the Vikings.
No,
We play the Vikings.
Week 2.
Week 2, Papi.
No, they
Week
play,
2.
and then you play the Lions, which I'm telling you right now, it's a steel curtain, Pablo.
No,
And
I'm
Cheesy
telling you,
having the little homing missile
right
on
now.
him, I think Lions get you. I think
There's
Lions
no
get
week.
you.
There's
Lions
no
get
tier
you.
5 and there's no tier 6 in this league that can cover me. You understand me?
Lions get you,
And my
bro. I'm
quarterback
sorry.
knows
I'm
that.
Sorry, bro.
And we're gonna go 3-0.
Lions mess up your parlay. And Andy runs around on you guys and messes up the parlay. But it is a bold prediction.
3-0. You're not gonna damper my bold prediction because the Cardinals are gonna go 3-0. We're gonna be maybe top 3.
Mikey, yeah, trade this guy. Mikey, yeah, trade him, bro.
Not
yeah,
if I trade him first. Not if I trade him first.
You have his hopes up. Look at him. Bold predictions and all.
All right, gentlemen.
Someone come get Angel.
This was the Done Deal Live episode for this week. Like to thank you for tuning in. Like to thank you for listening to us chit chatter about the banter in the league. Gentlemen, we're sorry for the long delay from week 1 to week 2, but this Saturday, stay healthy, stay marvelous because you might get traded by Monday. All right, and then you got to get ready for week 3, and we're gonna get closer to playoffs. So talk about it on the chat and let us know how we did. But it's always DD over everything, especially when the Hurricanes are not playing. Gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. DD is life.
Thumbs up, baby.